Hey, Sean here, Fat Moose Comics. Here I am on my day off, he says. I'm at the shop for two reasons. One, I was hoping to get my FedEx delivery today of my lunar shipment, which usually comes in Thursday or Friday, which means I could get it done on a Sunday, which means my Tuesday is easier because we're closed on Monday, and no such luck. They've been leaving me the little, FedEx has been leaving a little, sorry we missed you. I'm like, guys, I had to call FedEx and tell them, we don't open until 11 a.m. Stop coming at 9 a.m. You guys should know this. So I was hoping they'd come by today, and no such luck. But on my day off, I went to Ray and Judy's book stop in Rockaway. Here, 40 West Main Street in Rockaway. The reason I went was to pick up some supplies. I needed some long boxes. I needed some Golden Age and Silver Age bags and boards. And Ray's the best. Ray is going to be 81 years old in November. Super nice guy. We look out for each other. There's no competition. He's only 15 minutes from here, but he's not a comic shop. He's a bookstore that carries comics and comic supplies and things. But he's got action figures, probably over 1,000 different Pez dispensers, old books, new books, hardcovers, paperbacks, all sorts of cool stuff. I actually picked up something really cool for Nicole that I shall not reveal right now because I want to surprise her with it later. Sorry, I'm distracted. I'm looking at this mess over here. This goddamn shop is getting unruly and churlish. Okay, so Venom.
Smells like dinner's here.
Thank you, Venom. So, yeah, last week a lot of weird shit happened. Last week, in my whole life, a lot of weird shit happened. And I've been, I don't know if you know or care, been diagnosed as severely anemic, which is why I'm always tired and cranky, and I have a bleeding thing going on somewhere that I'm getting it looked at next week. And the doctor put me on some meds, so we get the Yaruba. So, how you know you're getting old. Start carrying these around. Anyhow, sorry. So yeah, I used to get my supplies through a different comic shop, and I don't know, things got a little weird last week. I'm not gonna tell you about it because I'm not calling anybody out. But Ray, I could always call up Ray and be like, hey, I need this, and that. And he needed a book that I had that I brought to him. So it's this cool back and forth. And he's very sarcastic and snarky, but in like a kind way. He's not mean about it. Super, super nice guy. So, okay, to the point. Sorry. To the point, no faking. Something really, really cool happened today. So there was a series of books when I was a boy, and they were called Traveler, okay? See that? It was a series, there were 10 or 12 of them, and they were so schlocky. It takes place in a post-apocalyptic world. This guy drives around in a van with guns mounted to it and stuff. And every book was him traveling somewhere else and fixing a situation or fighting somebody. There were mutants and all this stuff. And he, if I remember correctly, had been dosed with some experimental gas when he was in the military before the nuclear war, and it gives him some limited precognition abilities and stuff. Really cool, like real junk books, and I ate them up as a kid. The only one I own is the one I showed you just now. And I've always wanted to get the full set. I've read them all, I think. I used to get them from the library, and silly me, I used to return them to the library. And always been trying to hunt down the rest. And my friend Steve, who shops here, found a link on eBay where somebody's selling the whole set for like $100 or something. And I didn't pull the trigger on it because I don't like eBay. I've never bought nor sold a single thing on eBay, and I know something about eBay skeeves me out. I just don't want to deal with it. And this is still a mess. Sorry, it's making me nuts over here. Okay, that's why I stopped at Ray and Judy's book stop to get long boxes, so I can start getting some of this dead stock off the walls and make the store look like not a 4-color nightmare. Okay, there was a point. Oh, there's a point. Okay. So I get my supplies from Ray. I write him a check. We're chit-chatting. I find the cool little tchotchke for Nicole. And this wall is still a mess. So sorry. And I was like, hey, by the way, man, are you familiar with the series of books called Traveler? And he's like, no. And I said, well, the author is D.B. Drum, D-R-U-M-M. And I found out that that was like a pen name. It was actually 3 or 4 different guys who would write the book and just use that name. Probably because they were embarrassed by how schlocky the books are. And also this way they can release them in rapid succession. Because as this guy's writing that book, this guy's working on the sequel. So Ray goes, I don't know, there's our, science fiction and fantasy section over there. I'm like, I probably don't have them. I mean, I haven't seen these books since I was a child. And, motherfucker. Yeah. Here we go. So the one I have at home is volume 3. Look at this. 4, 5, and 7. So this is Traveler, volume 4, To Kill a Shadow. Bum, bum, bum. Traveler, volume 5, Road War. Da-na-na-na. And Traveler, volume 7, The Road Ghost. Boom, boom, boom. So you see, they're all pretty slender, and they smell so good. Just decaying paper and the memories of youth. So I said, Ray, I need these. May I buy these from you? And he goes, nah, just take them. I mean, they weren't pricey, but that's how nice Ray is. He said, just take them. I could tell. I saw your eyes light up when you saw them on the shelf. I could tell they mean a lot to you. So, yeah. So, now I just have to find the time to read them. But, oh my God, this is so cool. So I'll hunt down the rest. Actually, Ray said he's got a bunch of stuff upstairs and in storage and everything. He said he'll have one of his grandchildren take a look on my behalf to see if they can find the rest. But, look, I've been having a rough time lately with this anemia and the bleeding and everything else, and the comic book industry being a goddamn absolute nightmare of Brightman-Gadian proportion. I'm way behind on my comics. I'm in the middle of 2 novels and an autobiography. I got stacks of comics up to your wormhole. But I may have to carve out the time to read these just to recapture that. Oh God, they're so stupid. And I can't wait to read them. So, Ray and Judy's Book Stop. Check them out. Here, I'll do this again just because. There. Hey, am I blocking the hours? There we go. Ray's a sweet guy, man. He's, like I said, he's going to be 81 in November. I'm 53 and I feel like I'm dying, so I don't know how he does it. But, he's a good dude. It's a great shop. I would suggest if you go there, bring a bunch of money and carve out some time because there's a lot to see. And, Ray, thank you, man. Appreciate it so much. And hope everybody's doing well. And hope my goddamn lunar shipment shows up at least tomorrow. So basically on Tuesday now I'll have to do twice the work I usually have to do. So it's gonna suck. But what are you gonna do? Hey, statues, buy some. I never sit in this part of the store, so I figured I'd change up the background. So look, that one's cool. That one's cool. What's that one? That one's cool. Wait, that one? There you go. So yeah. Anyhow, hope everybody's well, and I can't wait to read these goddamn books, man.